Capricorn, hello, welcome to your reading for the week of February 7th through 13th. I am really hoping for a better week for you guys because I just feel like Capricorn has been having their ass handed to them for a while, especially with all the planets that have been transiting Capricorn. So let's cross our fingers for things getting better, shall we? Also, if this reading resonates, you can check out your extended love reading in the description box below. All right, Capricorn. Oh, well, that's good. I like seeing the star and the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's see. See, why'd I have to go? Why'd I have to do me that way? If I could just like switch this around, I'd be happy. Okay. This is just the beginning, though. We're focusing on what you are moving out of, and then we go into more present and future. So I can handle it. I just didn't want to see anything bad. All right, so the star here next to the Ace of Cups. I feel like what you've been moving away from, what you've been dealing with recently, the star is about healing something. It's about looking to the future. When you've been through a storm, when you've been through a rough time in your life, and you're really just ready to open your heart up again, you're ready to experience something new after all of the difficulty, and you're saying, you know, I may have been damaged, but I'm not damaged. My heart is still intact, and I want to move forward. This shift, though, here is showing me, and I'm going to do some clarification to see what's going on with this, because technically these three cards are talking about somebody who was closed off to you. They were cold towards you. They treated you callously, and they stole something from you. I feel like the lying or the deceit or the treachery in some way, this is a very shady card, is what really broke your heart. So I'm wondering if this is showing that after that, you know, you're doing better. It's a weird way to show that, if that's the case, because like I said, I would have rather seen the star and the Ace of Cups at the end of it. But let's just see what we get, okay? There's that Three of Swords again. Seven of Wands, the Lovers, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I actually feel like either way, we're going to look at this as the past. So I'm going to try to move myself beyond the fact that I didn't want to see anything bad for Capricorn. I'm going to remove my bias now. Okay. This is very clearly a soulmate connection. This is somebody that you deeply love and treasure in your life, and you're willing to fight for this relationship come hell or high water. But it seems like you always end up feeling alone in it. You always end up feeling like there's something else that they have to do that's more important, or they're not emotionally connecting with you. They're not present in the relationship. And with the Knight of Cups being the clarification with the Seven of Swords, I hate that, because the Knight of Cups is a card about somebody who says all the right things. They're the romantic. However, when you see the Knight of Cups paired with a difficult card, it changes the tone of it. It becomes somebody who talks out of both sides of their mouth. It becomes like that womanizer, or that figure of the person who just says all of the sweet shit because that's what's going to get them what they want. And that's what this is giving me right here is, yeah, they just say all the sweet shit because that gets them into your good graces for the time being, because you love them so much, but at the same time, it's just breaking your heart. So Capricorn, this is setting us up for what you've been dealing with. Hopefully we see some things getting better as we move this reading into the present and the future. So let's see what's going on with the present. Huh. You see that Ten of Swords, right? Okay, I like seeing the Wheel of Fortune. That's better. Okay, this is getting a little bit better, Capricorn. I don't know how the ending to that saga is going to be, like if it's going to be a happy ending to the saga of the person, but it is nonetheless for you. You're getting better coming out of this, because I do see a very, very painful ending that left you, once again, we have the 9 of coins, 9 of pentacles, same thing, leaving you feeling alone. And after this period of time where you invested so much of your heart and soul into this person, being very open, being very willing to show them love and to be vulnerable with them and give them your everything, okay, we see how difficult that ending was for you. We see that it felt like, being stabbed in the back. I mean, this is one of the most difficult 10 of Swords cards that I have in any deck that I have. And it just really paints that picture of suffering and an ending. And it's like overkill, like they could have just hurt you, but they hurt you so badly. There's a song that this reminds me of. It's actually called Hurt Me. And it says, well, if you're going to hurt me, why don't you hurt me a little bit more? Just push a little deeper, dig a little, or push a little harder, dig a little deeper than before. That's what this feels like. It feels like they just kept going to see. It wasn't just like a one-time thing. It was like, how many ways can you break me apart? And this left you feeling, like I said, very alone. But I think that Capricorn, you were saying, you know what? I'm going to focus on what's good in my life. I'm not going to let this defeat me. As much as it hurts, I'm going to pick up and I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep going. And that's what this is saying. This is saying I'm picking up and I'm moving on. And this is what's best for me. And this is what changes your story for the better. Because the Wheel of Fortune here, when you finally walk away, even though you still love them, you walk away because you realize that it is so unhealthy for you. It's so damaging. And you just cannot continue to sustain that. That's a painful thing to do, but you are doing it for yourself, for the love of you, and you not coming apart at the seams anymore. And that's what I'm saying. That changes things for you with the Wheel of Fortune. Having Temperance here at the end is beautiful. This is talking about a time of healing, a time of restoration. It's saying that it is going to take time for you to heal. It's not an easy thing that you've gone through, but with time, things are going to be better. Things are going to be easier. Ooh, child, things are going to get easier. All right, so let's look at more information for these cards. Okay, no, I do not read reversals. I feel like I have to clarify that every time now. Once one person points it out, I'm like, you're right. I don't read reversals. Yes, I did flip that card because my intention is to not read reversals. I rarely read with reversals. I only do it if I set that intention ahead of time. My cards know this. I've been reading long enough. I know this. So that's why. But I have to remember, not everybody else knows this, okay? Okay, so Capricorn, here's what I love about this, is the fact that even though you are betrayed in this way with the Ace of Cups here, you're still not closed off to love. You still believe it's out there. You haven't said, there's no such thing as true love, and this is all just going to be for nothing. I'm never going to love anybody again. Fuck it. That's not how you're doing it. You're saying, I'm still open. I know that there are other people out here for me. I know that I won't be alone forever. There's a good option. There's a good person who's going to see me for who I am and really love me, because I mean, heavens, like I've got years and years to live, right? I'm not going to just end everything right now. I may feel like that. I may feel like I'm down on the floor right now, but that's not my forever. And having the Judgment card here under the Wheel of Fortune, this is, you're bringing yourself back to life, okay? You're coming back to life. You are going to be able to get through this. And the Magician here is saying you have all the tools that you need to do that. You have your catch, You have this amazing willpower and you're intelligent and you're, this total package, right? So you're bringing yourself back to life. You're resurrecting your soul after this. And you're looking at your long term. You're looking at your future and looking for something that's going to be secure and stable. And I think more than anything, It's about the lessons that this has taught you, and it's to look for something that is lasting. So let's see what we have for immediate future for you. Flipped it multiple times. What am I doing here? See, if I read reversals, I would be so confused. All right, so Capricorn, I'm seeing that after you've walked away from something, it does bring balance back into your life. You know, you may be feeling like you're on the outside right now and everybody's together and everybody's married or everybody's happy except you. And I know that that's in your heart, but also what's in your heart is wanting to take a risk on something new. This comes into your future, okay? This is what you have not yet experienced. So it's showing that, yes, the walking away happens because it didn't serve you. And you're finding peace in that. You're finding balance and rest in that decision, though it was not an easy one. It does leave you feeling like abandoned. It does make you feel like you're on, you know, you're looking in that window and you just want inside. You want to feel that belonging. But Capricorn, these last two cards give us the promise of something new coming. It's telling me that you are planning kind of your next move. You are going to take some risks on love again. And it does feel like a risk for you, but you're not going to not play the game just because you lost some rounds, okay? So let's clarify here. I'm not taking all of the cards that fell out. That's just not happening. Okay. I always laugh when like people like take 10 cards that fell out and they're like, oh, Spirit, so many messages. And I'm like, that's you dropping cards, boo. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles, growing these opportunities for yourself. When the second you step away, that's something that is growth for you. That's the Ace of Pentacles. You're taking an opportunity that is for yourself. I think my hands are cold, which is why I cannot shuffle. Then again, I can't shuffle half the time anyway. Okay, finding balance after the difficult time, after the rejection. I do want to say, I feel like this person may try to make amends with you, might try to apologize to you with having that balance justice card there. I think it's kind of a day late, a dollar short, you know. Okay, this is a practical plan. So you making a practical plan for how you're moving into the future. It's like slow and steady. I'm getting there. I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to try to make better decisions. I'm making a new plan. I'm making a practical plan. That's really what this comes down to, is a practical plan for yourself, because I do think you feel a little betrayed by your emotions. Okay. Six of Cups. There may be something that takes you back to somebody from your past, not the one that broke you apart, but somebody else. I think that you might even be looking to move back to like your childhood home, or talk to somebody that you were friends with, or an ex from like your school days or something. You know, there might be that coming in, and you're wondering, what could this lead to? Okay. And then the Six of Swords. We do have a couple travel cards, moving location cards, so that's a possibility. But I'm seeing that you're wanting to move away from anything that feels like a red flag or unstable to you. And, you know, you had red flags in this situation. I know you did. I freaking know you did. And you know you did. And you probably ignore those red flags, because once your feelings get involved, it's very hard to see those. But I feel like from now on, you're like, no. If I see that red flag, that's not happening. I'm going to make much better decisions, because I need something that is peaceful and calm after this hell that I have been put through. Let's pull a Moonology card for you. Okay, take time to breathe out. Taking time for yourself to recenter, to release, to ground yourself in your energy. That's what's really necessary right now. So Capricorn, I hope that that reading gives you a little bit of hope that it's not always going to be like it is now. I know you've been through a really challenging time, but you are finding your way out of that and your path forward. If you want to look at your extended love reading and see what else is coming in for you for love, you can feel free to do that. I will see you again next week.